All right, guys, it is Wednesday, June 1st, another new month, guys. So I have to first off say that May was another one where I went through all the numbers this morning and kind of cried a little bit because I could not believe what has been happening with this team lately. And it's super exciting. Like I said at the beginning of this call, there's so many new faces on here and it's growing like crazy, and it's just so fun to watch. So I wanted to go through a couple of those things. I posted a video on our team page, but I wanted to share my screen with you guys really quick and show you a couple of different things here. As you guys know, we officially have a logo. We have a team logo that we're going to be putting on our shirts, on mugs, and stuff like that. So that is this right here. I have the shirt order. Whoa, guys. I don't know why that always happens to me. I have the shirt order on our team page, so you guys can go on there and order your shirts so we have it for Summit, especially if you're going. So first thing here, this was the Success Club board in May of 2015. So 3 people were on that board. And I think it's funny because there's literally no one on it. And I remember last year in May posting this thing and being like, yeah, look, it's not just me on this board anymore. And then boom, 1 year later happens, and this is what our board looks like. So congratulations, guys, to all the people that locked in Success Club last month. Such a huge, huge accomplishment. And the cool thing about some of the people that locked in Success Club, guys, they're brand new coaches that are 6 and up. And that's so crazy to me, so exciting to see that kind of stuff happen. So congratulations, guys. For those that fell short, please keep pushing for next month. Don't give up. It's not over until 11:59 on June 30th. So keep pushing. And congratulations, guys. We changed 72 lives in May. 72. I want to try to double that. Congratulations to all the coaches that rank advanced in May. So we have Sam, Delaney, Allison, Alex, all Emerald coaches. In the month of May, we have Becca that rank advanced to Diamond, and Erica, who is officially 1-star qualifying and married now, by the way, since last week. So congratulations, guys, on that. New coaches. Here's all the new coaches that came onto our team last month. So we have 10 new coaches. So that's super exciting. So welcome on, guys. We're so excited that you're here. I don't ever discount the fact that I don't care if you're a personally sponsored coach or not. I see you show up in that team, and I just get so excited because that means our brand is growing. That little logo in the top corner, it's not just a logo to me, it's our brand and it's our team. And just seeing that grow and being spread to more people is just such a cool thing because we're giving such a gift to other people. Welcome to the team, guys. We're so excited you're here. Lindsay is a success starter. She's going to Summit 2017 for free. She worked her butt off for that. I am so freaking proud of her for accomplishing that. I know that she was a little nervous for a while. She was on the fence. She's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I'm still pushing. And I had no doubt in my mind that she was going to lock that in. So congratulations. That is a huge accomplishment. What that means, new coaches, is that she hit Success Club in her first 3 months as a coach. She pushed. She knew that's what she wanted. She told me that on our Get Started Right call, and she went for it, and she accomplished that. Also, shout out to Sam, Allison, Alex, and Delaney, who all locked in month 1 of Success Starters. So all that means for you guys is that you have 2 more months to go, and you're going to Summit 2017 for free also. So congratulations, guys. That is something, like I said, Success Club, Success Starters is no joke, and I'm super excited about that. Here's our team volume comparison over the past 3 years. If you guys want to see how much our team is growing. 2014, we had 835 team volume points. 2015, 2,210. And 2016, 15,768. So look at that jump in 1 year. That's not me. That's a team. That's what the team does. So I think that is, that goes to say that we're growing and we're going fast. The Success Club comparison, 2014, 6 points, and guess who that was? Me by myself. No team with me, just me by myself, and I hit Success Club. I was so proud of myself. That was my 2nd month as a coach. 2015, we had 31, and 2016, 142. So, guys, look at that jump in a matter of a year. I literally kind of start getting goosebumps thinking about where we're going to be a year from now. Current ranks, we have 1 2-star qualifying coach, 2 1-star qualifying coaches, 2 diamond coaches, 1 Ruby coach, and 17 Emeralds. When you guys saw a lot of that happen this month. So I'm excited to update this next month and see who pops up into the next category, because I know there's going to be a lot of them. So I'm super excited about that. 74 comments underneath the Maybell. Huge, guys. That's so many lives changed, and that's such a big deal. And I posted the new bell in there, and there's already freaking like 3 or 4 comments underneath that bell already today. And I know a lot of you have been texting me saying like, I have people on the fence and they're about to start. So take advantage of that 21-day fix promotion. June promos, what you need to know right off the bat: 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, and Shakeology 140. You guys know that this is like, at least for me, this is my top seller. This is a huge deal. You guys should be hitting pretty high in Success Club this month, because everybody that's told you no in the past couple of months, this is your time to message them and be like, hey, guess what? It's on promo. I'd love to have you in my next challenge group. Like, blah, blah, blah. People will go ham skis over saving $20. So reach back out to all those people. Also, 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, 30-day refresh, Shakeology 180. So those are your promos. For hitting Success Club this month, top 100 21-day fix or extreme challenge pack sellers are going to get an exclusive workout with Autumn at Summit. So if you're going to Summit, that's something you should be pushing for. If you sell the most 21-day fix challenge packs, you will earn that exclusive workout. So get to promoting that. If you're going to Summit, that's something you're going to want to work for. If you hit Success Club 10 in May, then you're going to want to hit it in June, because you get to go to the 80s party at Summit. Those parties are so much fun. You get a chance to network with other coaches. I don't remember who they said was performing there. They just posted it in the Star Diamond page earlier today, but I can't remember who it was. But it's fun. Like, I got to meet so many new people last year, and I got to network with coaches, and it was just a lot of fun. Like, you really want to be there. Top 800 Success Club point earners in June are going to get photo shoots with a celebrity trainer. So if you're going to Summit, that's something to shoot for. If you're the top 800, you can earn a photo shoot. That was a lot of fun on the cruise doing that. Getting all those pictures with a celebrity trainer. It's great for promoting things too. Success Club 5 and up, get a webcast with Marcus Buckingham. If you hit Success Club last month, you're going to get a call with Brian Tracy this month. And those calls are so awesome. Like, hearing from these guys as personal development authors, like, you want to be on those calls. Shoot for Success Club 5 at least to get on that call, because you guys will have so many awesome takeaways. June is the month of diamonds for Beachbody. So Carl does this thing every single year where he wants to like basically have everybody push for diamonds together. And you guys, if you hit the rank of diamond this month, you are going to get a free t-shirt, a t-shirt that no one else has. It's exciting. Not many people are going to get it. And it's awesome. Like, so if diamond's something that you want, this is an awesome month to go for it. If you are going to Summit, June 23rd is the last day to hit that rank to get your medal for Summit and to be recognized as that rank. Dates to remember for this month. June 1st, the Elite New Coach Mentorship kicked off. If you are in that mentorship, guys, my biggest advice to you is to take it seriously. If you give your all to that training, if you show up every single day, we put all that stuff together in the order that we did in order to help you get the best results and move your business forward. Just show up. It's 10 minutes a day, and it's worth it. I promise you it's going to be worth it. June 7th, we have a coach opportunity webinar here on Facebook. Write that down. Start advertising for it a couple days before. Let people know what you're doing as a coach. Invite them to join you. June 13th, bridal group kicks off. If you're getting married and you're still marketing toward brides, you're more than welcome to add any brides to that group. June 15th, make that your goal to be at Success Club this month. Get it out of the way so you can start recruiting and you can bring people onto your team. June 21st, coach opportunity webinar again on Facebook. So we're going to be running those every 2 weeks for the rest of the year. That was, you don't need to see because we put that in the team page. So, whew, I think I got it all out there. But that's what we're working with. So you guys, you should be so proud of yourselves for what you have accomplished last month. As you guys can see, you guys came a long way, and we have so much to look forward to this month, and I seriously can't wait to see things happen. Also, I'm going to do a major shout out because tonight I'm drinking champagne instead of wine because I have a huge celebration, because tomorrow our team is officially ranking to this, we're ranking to 2-star. Team Simply Beautiful will be a 2-star team, and it wouldn't have been done without Leah, who I see on this call right now, who pushed forward last week whenever she was at risk for losing her rank, and she came back and was like, I am not losing this rank. And we sat down and we made a plan, and she accomplished it. So our team is going to be a 2-star team tomorrow. And I'm sweating a little bit thinking about it because it's so exciting. We worked hard for that, and I'm so excited to see what happens in June, because I just feel like a lot of crazy stuff's about to happen, because I see so many coaches that are on another level, and so excited right now. So congratulations, guys. This is a huge accomplishment for our team. I think I just yelled for 11 minutes, so it's time to pass it on to the whole reason we're on here tonight. Shauna and I met a couple of weeks ago, surprisingly, when we got connected in we got an email from corporate that was like, your teams are on track to be 2016 elite teams. And instantly I'm like, what? I was like, my team, like her team, like what's going on here? So they add us to this Facebook group, and we're on here, and like they're telling us, like they bring us on this call, and they're like, I get goosebumps thinking about it. They're like, you guys are on track. Like, if you guys keep it up, your coaches keep crushing it, and like you guys end this year at 5-star, basically, your team's an elite team. And like I've always envisioned that, I've always seen it, and I never really imagined it would happen to me. So here I am in this group, and I'm posting, and I tell people where I was telling everybody where I'm at, and then Shauna comments underneath of it, and she actually messages me, going back and forth for a little bit, and we realize we're the same people in not even 2 different states, because she actually lives in Tennessee too. So it was the kind of the craziest thing ever. Like, she's like my soul sister, and we instantly hit it off. And this is why I talk to you guys about the importance of success partners and push partners, because this is what can happen. I don't know her. I've never met her in my life, but like, I feel like I know so much about her, and we've only known each other for a couple weeks. We just completely, I guess, our views on elite, on what we want for our teams, like how we want our coaches to succeed, are so similar. And you might see a couple of her coaches on this call right now. They came on tonight, so I invited them on. So Shauna's 2-star. She's a 2-star coach. Also a 2-star team that's pushing for elite this year, so we have a lot in common there. Success Club All-Star, correct? Running like 3 accounts, maybe like 5, I don't know. She's running a lot of accounts. She's been pushing it. She works her account. She works her dad's account. She also works her boyfriend's account. So she's going pretty crazy. But she has big dreams and big goals. So tonight I asked her to come on tonight to talk to you guys, kick off your month strong, and talk about recruiting. She hits pretty high in Success Club every month. When you're running 3 accounts, you have to. So tonight, I want you guys to get in I wanted to bring on somebody that wasn't from the Team Drop the Cookie organization. I wanted you guys to hear from somebody completely different, someone that does things entirely different, that has a completely different superstar diamond upline. Like, I want you guys to see how other coaches do it, and if it works for you, fantastic. If it doesn't, okay. But at the same time, at least you know there's different ways of going about things out there. So Shauna, I'm done talking. I know you probably already know by now that I talk a lot. So I'm going to let you unmute yourself and go. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys so much for having me. So Kelsey just made me sound like a total creep. But so the reason that I've reached out to her is I am in a dead spot on my downline too, and so is she. So when she had kind of told everybody in this elite group where she was, I was like, holy shit, like I can actually talk to somebody who is in the same spot. We were like literally had almost the same amount of people on our downline, like kind of everything. Sorry, yeah, a dead spot. So that's why I reached out to her. So I work with a lot of people who are all being trained. I'm under Alexis Whalen in the barbells. And so I really was trying to like get out of there and just try to see again how other people do things. So that's kind of how that all started. I am going to share my screen quick. Hold on. All right, can y'all see that? I'm gonna go into presenter mode. Okay, I cannot see you guys, so I hope you guys can see it. Kelsey, you wanna turn your volume on quick?
Yeah, I can see it. You guys good? I can see you. Put a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so tonight we're gonna talk about sharing the business. But first, I just wanna tell you a little bit about who I am and how I got started with coaching. So I actually started just 2 years ago. I started in May. and had no idea what the hell I was getting into. It started with the 21-day fix. I have had this really horrible relationship with food my whole life, and had a friend that was doing the 21-day fix, decided to give it a shot, and signed up as a coach just because I thought the extra accountability would help. Although I had no idea what that meant. I just thought I should do it. So I did the 21-day fix. These pictures are my first 3-week results. Obviously got pretty great results. It was kind of the first time that I had even seen any success with kind of my eating, everything. First time I really felt like I was in control of something. So that's really how I got started. I got these pictures, I shared them with no intentions of running my business at all. I didn't even know what that meant. And people just started coming to me naturally. And so at the time I was working full-time at a daycare, and I was bartending part-time. So I was literally working from like 7 a.m. to 2 in the morning, and then I would do it all over again. So it was hell. Like, I was literally living a nightmare. I hated it. I was very unhappy. But I knew that I was actually going to be moving to Nashville in September. So about 4 months after I had done my original 21-day fix, my boyfriend and I decided that we were going to move to Nashville, Tennessee, and we were just going to try something new. So we moved, and I have a psychology degree, which, if you know anyone with a psych degree, does not get them very far in terms of paychecks and literally anything. So when I moved to Nashville, I had no idea what I was going to do. I was applying for probably somewhere between 10 to 15 jobs a day, getting turned down and turned down and turned down, or I'd get offered a job and it was like $9 an hour. Like, I was better off sitting at home at that rate. So it was about, I would say, late October, early November that I got fed up and kind of said, you know what, I'm going to give this Beachbody thing a go. You know, I needed the money. I was starting to run low and was getting it was really hard on me to like be continuously being told no. So I went all in at that point. You know, I'd been in the coaching for 6 months at that time, and kind of just said, you know what, I am done making excuses. Like, I don't want to go to work anyway, so I'm going to do this thing. So I did. I went all in November. I think I went diamond like a month after that. And then I pretty much stayed stagnant. I think I went 1-star official in August, but lost it all the way until September or January of this year. So last year was a rough year. You know, this business, I'm not going to tell you, is easy. It's not, you know, it's not for the faint of heart. You got to be willing to put the work in, which I wasn't doing, which showed in my progress in the business. So it's kind of surprising to me that I continue to talk about this topic, because it's sort of come easy to me, and I don't mean to say that to brag or boast. It's just something that I feel like I think about the business very differently, and especially when learning and talking with Kelsey, I've learned that your team does things 100% different than we do. So we are going to get into that a little bit. So these are going to be my 4 tips to sharing the business. Some of the things that we're going to talk about, you're going to be like, duh, Shauna, I know. But I think that there is we have to go over them. So, of course, vital behaviors, mastering your mindset, overcoming objections, and organization. Okay, so the vitals. So first and foremost, this is easy. Did you do your workout, and did you drink your Shakeology? People, obviously, you guys know you have to do this. You know, we preach it, but there's so much more behind just doing it than just doing it. If you're not doing your workouts, you're not drinking your Shakeology, you're not going to be believing in the products that we have, and you're not going to be believing in the things that we do. So if you continue to push yourself through a program and you're getting results, people are going to naturally want to learn what you're doing. If you're kind of, you know, staying inconsistent and you kind of like go up and down with your weight, people aren't going to see you as someone that they can reach out to. So we have to be consistent in this. And when we're consistent with this, you have to be talking about it on your social media. I think that this goes way beyond just like kissing your Shakeology shaker cup, you know, way bigger than just like posting your sweaty selfie. Yes, those are great, and those are amazing things to show people that you're doing them, but you have to have content with that. Why are you doing your workout? How do you feel since you've done your workout? What has Shakeology done for you? You can't just be like, oh my gosh, I love my shake. It tastes so delicious. Yes, it does taste delicious, but your customers and your people that are following you need to know why they need to drink it and what it's going to do for them. And if you are doing it consistently, you're going to start seeing the results from it. It's going to make it a lot more natural to be sharing that with people. Again, did you do your personal development? So on our team, we talk a lot about focus development. So this has to be something that you're struggling with. I found that a lot of the coaches on my team, and especially when we go into recruiting, we kind of have this mindset that we're just doing personal development to do personal development, sort of as a checklist. You have to check it off. But if you're doing personal development that's focused on what you actually need to do and where you're struggling in your business or in your life, you're going to get so much more value out of it. And you're not going to be feeling like obligated to do it. So for instance, if you're having self-image or confidence issues, going to You Are a Badass, that would be a great book for you. But if you're like really struggling with recruiting, you wouldn't want to be reading You Are a Badass. You'd want to find a book like GoPro. That'd be a great example, to kind of make sure that you're learning about why or how to recruit and how to better use that in your business. And then of course, invite. So when I talked to Kelsey, it's interesting to me that you guys, at least from what I've heard, do not do a lot of cold messaging. Our team does a lot of cold messaging. And I kind of am enjoying using Kelsey's tips and using my cold messaging together. But this is something that we do every single day. When I wasn't seeing results in my business, it's because I wasn't inviting. And when I wasn't inviting, I wasn't doing my personal development. When I wasn't doing my personal development, I wasn't doing my workouts. So when these three things are not in line and you're not doing all three of them, you're going to see struggles in your business. You just are. They're there for a reason. And so when it comes to inviting, like this is something that you cannot skip. If you skip inviting, you may not be getting Success Club right now, but Kelsey and I were talking about this. This is what's going to affect your business 90 days from now. So if I just took off the month of June, I'd probably hit Success Club because I had coaches and I had conversations going on in March. But if I skipped it, then come September or August, when I'm looking to get Success Club, I'm not going to have those people because I haven't been building those relationships. So this business is a total numbers game. So the more conversations, the more people you talk to, the more people you're going to be able to help. Okay, so mastering your mindset. So again, this goes back to the recruiting thing. So when you're talking about recruiting, I've learned that I just view this business completely different than a lot of people. I used to be really scared about talking about the business and talking even about challenge groups. It made me really uncomfortable, and then I mastered inviting to challenge groups. Now it's not scare. It doesn't scare me. I just invite them and I invite them. And if they say no, they say no. And I write them on my list. But it's something that the business portion of it is what people really get freaked out on. So we can't let fear get in the way of presenting the business, because when you really think about it, presenting the business is what's going to move you forward in this business. Yes, we want to sell challenge packs, and yes, we want to help people, get results with our programs. But then the end game would be for those people to be so in love with the program and the results that they get that they turn to coaches, right? And then they want to share it with everybody else. So it's one of those things that the more time that you do it and the more uncomfortable you make yourself, you're going to start to feel more comfortable because you're doing it more and more. So again, viewing the business differently. When I talk to people, I find out what they need, and I know that there is something in this business opportunity for every single person. I don't care what it is. I am there to find that for them. That is my job. And I know that because I'm building relationships with them. So some of the things I think we need to look at are, if somebody's telling you, like, first of all, they're struggling with finances, they could use accountability. They love Shakeology. They need support, friendship, being a part of something. Those are the things that we need to leverage the business with, because we know that the business can do every single one of those things for us. There's this picture that I didn't put it on here, I should have, but that talks about the top 10 resolutions from January. And all of them have to do with coaching. It's like eating healthy, losing weight, stop smoking, find a new job, pay off debt, blah. There's like 10 of them. And so when I look at that, I see the coaching opportunity that it can do that for every single person, but we have to be willing to listen to them long enough to find out how the business could change their life. And when I used to do this with challenge groups, and I would kind of like stop it there. I was like, oh, okay, you want to lose weight, or you want to be accountable, or you love Shakeology. Well, perfect. The challenge groups are great for that. But I think it goes so much deeper than if we can really find out what their struggle is with any of these reasons, then we can help make them good coaches. And then the other thing is that before I send any message, if I'm like nervous about sending it, or if I'm feeling scared, anxious, I just often think about where my life would be without Beachbody. Because when I started as a coach, again, I did it just as a challenger. Sorry, excuse me. And I wouldn't have been somebody that my coach would have thought, wow, she's going to be a business builder. There's just no way. She wouldn't have thought that about me. I signed up strictly for the discount and accountability portion of it. And then because I got my own results, I started to believe in our products, again, being a product of the product. And then I was willing to share that with people without trying to earn any money. So again, we can't count people out, because you never know who are going to be the people that change. Okay, so overcoming objections. This is another thing that I didn't realize that other people were doing. We used to do a ton of team calls on overcoming objections with challenge groups, and we talked a lot about how, if there's a money objection, how we can, whatever. There was a ton of different objections, but I didn't realize that I was doing things differently, and I was overcoming any objection. So if I invited Kelsey to a challenge group, and she told me, gosh, I would love to do the challenge group. I just really can't afford it right now. Whatever, when's your next group or something? I have overcome that objection with the coaching opportunity. So I'll say something like, this might be crazy, but have you ever thought about coaching as a way to earn extra money for you and your family while keeping you accountable to your fitness goals? So it's just a little bit different. And normally people are like, what is this coaching thing? What does that mean? I'm not exactly sure. I've never thought about coaching. So then you have this window or this door to share with them, what is coaching event, or to invite them to that, or what is coaching webinar? Because again, this is a numbers game. So the more people that we can tell and we can share this amazing opportunity with, then you're going to get the right people to join your team. So again, another Shakeology objection. I totally know how you feel. I felt the exact same way about Shakeology. This would be if someone was saying it's too expensive or whatever. I know I felt the exact same way about Shakeology. I actually found that I saved more money by adding this to my diet every single day. This might be crazy, but have you ever thought about signing up as a coach just for the 25% discount on Shakeology? Again, very easy, but it's transitioning them to the coaching mindset. And then our job then, if they do say yes, and we'll talk about that in a minute, is then to try to transform them from a discount coach to a business builder. Again, another overcoming objection would be using the feel, felt, found. I don't know if you guys use this. Our team uses it a lot, but you can do it for everything. So say somebody says, I just don't think I have the time. You could say, I totally know how you feel, and I felt the exact same way. But I found that once I actually started adding workouts into my routine, that I actually had a lot more energy to do other things. And you can use that for any objection. But again, it's just another way to start getting people thinking about the business portion of it instead of just as a challenger. Okay, so if someone's on the fence and they seem interested, you've kind of done this coaching questionnaire with them, this is when you could say something like, what do you think is holding you back? Again, these are questions that you'd want to ask if you have spent the time building a relationship with them. This isn't something that you would probably talk to some or say to someone after you've had one conversation with them. But if you've taken the time, you've built a relationship, you could say, what do you think is holding you back? Or what questions can I help answer for you? Or how can I alleviate some of your worries? Because again, most of the people that you're going to be talking to about the coaching opportunity have no idea what that means. Just like I didn't know, and probably some of you didn't know. So our job then is to help alleviate some of that stress and worry so that they feel confident in their decision. Because again, we're not in the convincing business. We don't want people to join us that have no interest in joining us. We want to make sure that they have a solid thought process and they know exactly, or at least somewhat, what they're getting into. Okay, the discount coaching script. I did not post it in here, and I will send it to Kelsey. But this is a script that we use on our team, which is why we have been signing up a ton of coaches. So say Kelsey says to me, yeah, Shauna, I'd love to be in your challenge group. What do I need to do next? I would simply say to her, oh, perfect. All I need from you is your email address and your flavor of Shakeology. So they give me that, and then I send this coaching script. And it basically says, okay, you have 2 options for enrollment. Your first option, it breaks down the discount coaching. So, on our team, if you do option 1 and you sign up as a discount coach, you get to be in challenge groups for life. If you sign up for option 2, that's just a one-time thing. Most times I let people in, but they don't know that at the beginning. So it's broken down. It explains the discount coaching option. It makes a lot more sense to do that option because it's showing them getting the same price. It's waiving their $40 fee. And then they're excited because they don't know what they're getting into, just like I didn't. So signing up a lot of discount coaches, and then our job, again, is to onboard them in the proper way. So on our team, what we do is, because we do get a lot of discount coaches, we have to ask, are you interested in getting added to our team page? They say yes, they say no. Most people say yes because they don't really care. So, we welcome them to the team page, and our team knows that you need to be really obnoxious about welcoming them. Very showing emotion, lots of exclamation points and emojis and all that stuff. Because remember, this is the first time that people are learning about our environment and our team. So our job is to make them feel welcomed. And I remember when I got welcomed onto our team page, and there was probably 4 people that welcomed me because I joined the barbells when there was only 15 coaches. And I remember being like, holy crap, this was amazing. Who are these people and why do they want to welcome me? So we welcome them to the team page, and then I still send them our welcome email. The wording is a little bit different. I sort of say, not all this will apply to you because you didn't sign up for working the business, but I do want you to get your direct deposit set up just in case you help inspire someone along the way. So number 1, that helps them to realize that there is a potential for earning money. And number 2, I say inspire family or friends along the way. So again, then number 2, they're thinking, oh, wow, maybe I could help a family member. And then I also, once they've officially signed up, they're welcomed into our group. I then reach out to them and ask, I do have spots open left in my challenge group. Do you have any friends or family members that would like to join our next group? Normally I explain to them, because it's true, that it's more fun to have, somebody alongside of you. Yes, our accountability groups are great, but when I did it, I had one of my best friends in my group. So we were going to work together, and it just helped to keep us even more accountable. So I say that to them, I have room in my next challenge group. Do you want to invite any friends or family? Normally they're like, oh, I probably do have a coworker that would like to do it, or let me ask my mom. So again, this is just kind of getting their brain to switch from just working on themselves to helping somebody else and helping them learn that there is money potential here. Because, we have to be honest, there are people that are motivated by money. And I am one of those people. I had no idea that I could earn $50 off a challenge pack. And to me, $50 was a huge, huge weight off my shoulders. Like I needed that $50. So that helped motivate me in the beginning. So I know that there's a lot of other people that probably feel the same way. So we're talking to them about, family members or friends or neighbors or coworkers joining them. We're also helping to transition them into someone who just signed up for a discount, but also now turning them into a business builder. And then the biggest thing I have is organization. Obviously, Kelsey's your coach. I'm assuming most of you are similar to Kelsey in this way. But it's so important that you're finding a system that works for you for tracking and keeping everything in line. Because what happens when you start adding so many people a month, my first 3 months this year, I was adding 15 coaches a month. And so I would get lost. Especially for me, because I do run 3 accounts and I'm about to open my second business center tomorrow. So that's 4 separate accounts of 4 different groups of people that I have to keep track of. And so it's really, really important that you find something that works for you. I'm a pen and paper girl, so I write everything down. If you're somebody that likes to do, Teamsy is a great source. You could do Excel. I mean, I'm sure Kelsey has an organization system that you guys could use too. But so the things that I've found when I've been finding or signing up so many coaches, I have to know all my coaches, the coaches that sign up, and I do apostrophes in which challenge group that they're getting started in. I track how many people I've invited. I track what those objections were, if they've told me no, and I've tried to talk to them about coaching. I also do follow-ups, and then I do my plain challenger signups, and then I also track my Coaches Hitting Success Club because I'm pushing for elite. So again, I have a lot of things that I have to do, and if I wasn't organized like this, I was losing track of people. I've had, all of a sudden, someone will reach out and realize I forgot to put them in a challenge group. And that's horrible. That's just my own, my own issue. So I had to put something in place that worked for me. I've tried 8,000 things and it took me a while. So if you're feeling like one thing isn't working for you, don't feel like you can't change it, because you want to be able to find something that works for you. And when you do, it'll make your life a lot easier. Like I said, don't want to lose people, getting people lost in the hustle. Again, when you're signing up a lot of coaches and a lot of coaches are getting added to your teams, it can be, yes, it's exciting, but it can be stressful too, because you want to transition these discount coaches because when you have discount coaches, you're treating them like challengers. So it's different because you want to make sure that they are getting top notch. Not that challengers aren't, but because they're already in your team page and there's so much, you're already one step ahead of just signing up a challenger. You want to make sure that you stay on top of them. Again, killer challenge groups, treat them like challengers. Having these coaches get results and making sure that you are really, really confident in Shakeology and showing them how you utilize it every single day in your challenge groups is going to help these people stay lifelong Shakeology people too. Okay, so other things to mention. So when you are signing up a lot of coaches, you just have to be prepared for a lot of coach cancellations. And this can be difficult because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Beachbody changed how the coach cancellations come. So you now get 2 for you get 1 when they mention it that they want to cancel, and you also get 1 when it's official. So when you have a lot of people canceling, you get double the amount of cancellation forms. And that's what's going to happen. So this is just going to be where the personal development comes in. You got to continue to work on your confidence and realize that this is not personal. Coaching isn't going to be for everybody. Think about this as a challenger who doesn't want to stay on Shakeology. It's pretty much the same thing. You just don't know about it as easily. So other ways to avoid some of this is just to remind them of their Shakeology order. I know that a lot of people on our team at least get frustrated because at the same time they get their Shakeology order, their business fee, and they get their $40 club fee. So again, it's a lot of money. So if you're open and honest with them about those charges before they come, that's helped me to keep a lot more people. We talk a lot about changing flavors of Shakeology. And then I make sure that I help people that I know are on HD to find their perfect recipe. Because again, everybody will find one, but sometimes some people aren't willing to put in the work or don't even know where to start. The other amazing thing about this is that if you are signing a lot of coaches, you're going to start creating this recruiting culture. And recruiting culture is very exciting because before, when I wasn't putting in as much effort, I was still signing 5 to 7 coaches, but nobody else on my team was really signing coaches. And so I was getting frustrated. I didn't know what I was doing that wasn't helping them. We didn't have this recruiting culture. So once we started changing things around and we started telling people and making it more exciting about what we had to offer and what our team had to offer, we started this culture. And so we went from, if I added 15 a month, and then my coaches added about, I think in 1 month we added 60 coaches alone. Like, that's a huge amount for the small team that we have. So again, it's one of those speed of the leader, speed of the pack. If you're somebody that you want this business to work, you have to be willing to put the time and effort in it. And when you do and you're showing up, your coaches are going to follow suit because they don't know any different. So if you can start to do that right away, you're going to start seeing success earlier. And then the last thing is that people will always rise to your lowest expectation. So in our team, we talk a lot about recruiting. We talk a lot about Success Club. And if you're not hitting Success Club, then your coaches aren't going to hit Success Club. If you're hitting Success Club 18, like Kelsey is, her coaches, again, she has a lot more coaches hitting Success Club a month than I do. But it's because we just differ on different things. So I have to raise my expectation of what I'm willing to do so that my coaches know that they have to rise to my lowest expectation. So I hope that this helped a little bit, and then I just wanted to open it up for questions for everybody.
That was awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. Seriously, it was really cool hearing the way that you worded things, because you guys do things, because you guys do things extremely different than us. In the sense of signing everybody up as coaches and stuff like that. Because that for us, we give them the option of challenger customer, things like that. So it was interesting to see how you guys all added your coaches to team page, discount coaches to the team page and stuff like that. Because our page is pretty small. I mean, it's just working coaches. So it was cool. I mean, it was really cool seeing how you guys do things. It's so different, but it's it just shows that there's so many ways that things work, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing is I try to remember where I was, because again, my coach had no reason to think I would be a business builder. So that's why I often think about, okay, this person probably doesn't see their potential, but I want to make sure they get kick-ass results and then move on from there. Mm-hmm. So I still treat them like challengers, but they're already, I don't have to have that conversation with them about being a coach because they're already there. I just have to help them now share that with other people. So it kind of just takes another step out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you guys have any questions for Shauna?
I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Anything about the way their team does things, or any questions that you guys have? And there's a couple new coaches on this call that are probably whoa.
Good.
I know Jackie. I see Jackie right now because Jackie just had her Get Started Right call today. She's probably
what?
What do I do? What about you guys?
I think that what puts Kelsey and I at an advantage is or for you guys actually at an advantage is at least for me, I didn't have anybody teaching me this stuff. These are things that I learned along the way. And now I just make sure that my coaches know that from the get-go. I didn't have anybody, I didn't have an upline. So I didn't have a welcome email and I didn't have a lot of things. So now I make sure that my coaches know to do that so that they're already one step ahead.
Yeah. You have a couple questions in the chat. Allison asks, I heard you talk about cold messaging. Can you explain that a little more? Yeah,
okay. So Yeah, it's so weird that you guys don't do cold messaging. And she spoke on our team call last week, and my team was like, oh my God, I love her, because they didn't have to do it. But so I'll share the script that we use. So normally I send out invites to the coaching opportunity. I try to do like 5 to 10 a day, and then I also send out 5 to 10 a day for challenge groups. Our challenge group basically just explains everything that we do, how much it costs, what our groups are like, basically everything that's involved, so that people they can't really have a lot of questions. It tells when we start, everything. Again, I'll share that with her. But for us, we all kind of use the same one. Everybody makes their own. You personalize them a little bit depending on the people that you're talking to. But again, it's all challenge. Most of them are challenge group invites. So, hey girl, I'm running this group. I'm getting all these women together. We're all going to be working on our own fitness goals. How it works is everybody buys this challenge pack, yada, 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 what's included. I'm working on my own fitness goals. Are you interested in working on your own with me and helping me stay accountable? We start this date. Does that sound like something you're into? So it's pretty simple. And like I said, I'll share it with her. But we also do coach invites too. Same thing. Cold messaging is, it's like, hey girl, I normally send them just to people that are kind of on my dream team. I kind of have like an A team and a B team, people that I kind of keep on my A team that I know will eventually sign up. And then my B team would be somebody that is kind of on the fence, who I think might actually be a great coach, but I can't really tell where they're at on it. So that would be someone that's like, hey girl, like, I just needed to tell you this. Like, I'm so inspired by you. I know other people are inspired by you. Obviously, I've run this coaching thing, and I work from home, and, it just basically is telling, same thing. I'm sure you guys do some sort of, when you talk about the coaching opportunity, but I'll share those scripts with you guys. And I'll also share the discount coaching script, because that has been a huge game changer for our team. Siri.
Yeah, they're just more upfront with it. Like, how I tell you guys, it's like, just start a conversation and be you, and have a relationship with that person. So I think that, like, they just do things differently, as where they just throw it out there. Whereas, like, we kind of take a little bit longer to build that relationship with them. So I think that there's no wrong way of doing it. It's just a matter of what you feel comfortable with. I don't feel comfortable doing that, personally.
Right. But I think that there's still a level of, starting that conversation with people. So I won't like invite them until, maybe 2 or 3 months, like, unless I can like grasp kind of where they're at. Cause no one's really going to say, yeah, sign me up, if they don't know who you are. So you're still building that relationship, still making sure that they can see you in the timeline. And then, when you do have a group, it's pretty easy then to invite them to.
It kind of goes along the way that I tell you guys, like, you're forming relationships, and somebody likes your challenge group post, and then you send the cold invite, right? Like, that's basically what a cold invite is. I mean, we're basically doing it. We just take a couple of steps before we get there. Somebody else said, how do you go about talking to new signups about the charges that come at the same time?
So when I first started, and for probably the first year, until Beachbody On Demand came out, they didn't charge you for the club membership. So they didn't charge you that $40. So it was easy, because, they already knew about the $15 fee, and then they knew about their Shakeology. Most people, unless I know that they're going to use the club membership, I explain to them what it is. I also explain it in the welcome email. And then I tell them, because if they're going to be a discount coach and they're not going to utilize it, they shouldn't be charged for it. At least that's kind of my thought. But I make sure, like, I talk them through that. I tell them what it is. Tell them that, if they buy the 21-day fix, that their program is going to be on Beachbody On Demand if they go on vacation or whatever it is. And then I kind of let it be up to them. If they decide that they want it, I think when people realize it's quarterly, they're a little bit easier about the charge. But I think it's a lot that they charge everything all at once, because people get frustrated with me but I'm upfront with them. So I think you just got to be honest with them. Tell them what the charge is for. Tell them what the benefits of Beachbody On Demand are. And if they don't see the benefit in it, then you help them kind of cancel it if they want to.
Yeah, we also do ours in our welcome email too.
Yeah.
I break everything down in their welcome email. And I always refer them back to it. I always send out also, I don't know if you do this, but I always send out an email about a week before their Shakeology would draft again, just to kind of remind them and let them know that they have an option to cancel it. Because I have everything on my Google, which is actually the mirror topic for next week. So I'm not going to get too much into that. But Tiffany asks, what is your favorite way to just up and invite people to a challenge group?
So I've done a lot of cold messaging in 2 years, and our latest script that I said I would share is probably my favorite because I don't really I feel like if you don't give people information, they all ask the same question. How much does it cost? What's all included? What does this entail? Blah, blah, blah. And I end up repeating myself to the same people over and over and over again. So this last cold message that I use breaks down everything. It breaks down cost. It breaks down what's included in it, what the group is. So I like to kind of do it all in one because I don't know. I'm just someone that is probably like a little more bold. I don't like people that kind of go in and out. They tell me they're going to do it. They tell me they're not going to do it. But if I give them all the information, then they get to make that decision right away. If someone tells me no, I make sure that I ask them, are you okay if I keep you on my follow-up list? And most people are like, yes, make sure you reach out to me in this month, or I probably won't be able to do it till July, but please make sure I'm on that list. So that's really nice too. I hope that answered it. I don't know who's Tiffany.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't have her video on.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions? We have a couple more minutes.
Sorry, too fast. Do you guys, anyone else have any other questions?
Nothing?
I think the biggest thing is that you just have to be confident in what we have to offer. And I think that people get worried about, they get turned off by the business opportunity, but I think that the business opportunity is really the biggest thing we have to offer, because a challenge group offers them, yes, the results and the Shakeology and the accountability, but the business opportunity is just like encompasses all of that. So there's something for everybody, even if it's just somebody wants the accountability portion of it.
Absolutely. I agree.
How do I deal with those yes, no people without being annoyed? Well, I get annoyed, but I just try, I have to be professional. And I think now that I've been doing it long enough, I just know that those people always come back. And it can be frustrating. Again, that's one of the things that is just the reality of what we do. And, I have to remember that I'm not in the convincing business. I really don't want to be working with somebody that doesn't want it. So I would rather wait 2 to 3 months, a year, whatever it is, till they're ready and they're actively ready and prepared to join, then work with someone who signs up. They don't do the program. They don't drink their shakes. They don't want to find a recipe, and then they blame it on Beachbody. So that's sort of how I just deal with it. I just have to remember that this is a long-term game, and I try really hard not to bank on certain people for Success Club either, because when that happens, then you stop talking to other people. So that's sort of how my mind kind of works with that.
Always fill your pipeline, Mara. Always. You should never have just like 3 people that you're counting on. Like, I always have at least 20 that are on my list of people that I'm chatting with at a time. Just because I know, and like, just like Shauna said, like, no one, like, it's never on your time. And like, if I would have, any of you on this call, if I would have convinced you to do it on my time, none of you would have gotten the results that you did in your program. You wouldn't have stayed committed to it. So it's just extremely important that every time I get a no, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Like, if I'm going to keep getting, I'll say, you know what? Like, same thing Shauna does. Like, I'll follow up with you next month if that's cool with you. And they say yes, naturally, and the end. You just go, you keep doing it, and you fill your pipeline with somebody else, because there's somebody out there that needs you. There's somebody out there that needs to hear what you have to say. And there's somebody out there that needs your product.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, like, it's so funny how different things are. Like, when I was talking to Kelsey, like, you guys are so Success Club. We are too, but we focus on Success Club with coaches, where you guys focus on Success Club with challengers. Neither is right or wrong. It's just different. And so we work a lot more on how to make sure our discount coaches transfer to business builders. And it's not always going to work. It's just like you signing a coach who doesn't want Shakeology. It's just like somebody who's not committed to your program. But you have to be, just like talking about a challenge group, you have to be confident in what you have to offer. And I think that if you change your mindset about the business and you think about why you joined and why you stayed around, or why the coaches on your team have joined, you're going to be a lot more confident in sharing the business, because you know that it can change someone's life. So just that, I literally think about that every time I send out an invite, or every time I talk to somebody about the coaching opportunity, because I know what it's done for me, and I know what it's done for my family, and I know what I can do for other people.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on. It was,
of course.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I know that they were super excited to hear from somebody that was on a different team and that does things a little bit differently. And guys, thank you so much for coming on and having questions ready. And yeah, the slides were awesome. It was just great. So thank you so much for doing that. And guys, next week, we don't have a guest speaker lined up so far. So whatever you guys want me to talk about, or if you're looking for a certain subject, let me know, and I will try to find the best guest speaker, or I will try to address that myself. I know a lot of people have been asking about organization and tracking your business and stuff like that. And if you guys know me, type A personality, that is like my favorite subject in the world, is how to be organized. So I am more than happy to talk to you guys about that. So if that's something you guys want, I'm more than happy to do that. But comment on our team page and let me know what you guys want to hear from next week. Again, Shauna, thank you so much. Guys, congratulations on an incredible May. Let's freaking make this month like the best. Let's just go ham skis. I mean, I'm literally have been sitting here and my phone has been going ding, ding, ding. That bell, I swear, has been dinging since we've been on this call. So I'm super excited to see what we do this month. Let's go for it. All right. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night. Shauna, thank you so much.
Yep. Bye, you guys.
Bye.